The bracket had fallen from the drainpipe when George climbed it. I thought the bracket might come in handy. That wasn't appropriate. No way was I doing that. Through the glass, I could just make out a small storeroom. There was a small gap in the window, but it wouldn't open. It was awkward, but I managed to get the bracket into the gap and force the window open. Here goes. It was just an old barrel. I wasn't going to drink anything out of there. A dented and rusted suit of armor. There was no way I could walk around in that. The armor was old and rusty. I didn't want to touch it in case it made a noise. Nothing but silence behind the door.
So, this Petra, they say she's a bit of a one.
Oh yes, takes pleasure in killing. Regards it as an art form.
Nasty.
One poor guy she tortured, took him a week to die.
How'd she do that then?
They called it the doner kebab.
Oh, you don't mean...
That's right. Everything just the same. Apart from the salad, of course.
And the pita bread?
Obviously.
What's she look like then?
Short blonde hair, that's all I know. I never got closer.
Don't blame you, she might get ideas.
Too right.
Chicken nuggets, for example.
Hot dog and beans.
Ouch!
If they saw me, I was done for. I had to find a way to walk around without attracting attention. But for now, I had to play the quiet mouse.
Did you hear something?
Not sure. Was it from upstairs?
Sounded like it.
You take the side stairs and I'll go up here. If there's anyone there, we'll have them trapped.
I had to hide, or get caught.
Did you see anything up the side stairs?
Yet nothing.
Stay alert anyway. This place gives me the creeps.
I couldn't open the door. It was locked. Nothing but silence behind the door. I couldn't open the door. It was locked. The door was shut fast and wouldn't open. Just another locked door. Just another locked door. A large, highly polished dresser. Someone had interesting taste in furniture. The dresser was locked. Even for an antique, the lock was sturdy. It was an ornate hand basin. The fixtures and fittings were very old. It was a large luggage case. Petru's name was on the label. She certainly didn't travel light. The case was empty, apart from a wig. Surprise, surprise. I picked up the wig. At the very least, it would stop her from using it again to impersonate me. It was another large luggage case. There was one thing she and I had in common. You can never have too many clothes. A cordless hairdryer lay on top of the clothes in the case. For the woman who likes to live life to the full. Petra certainly had a new take on that idea. I picked up the hairdryer. Apart from a range of tacky clothes, there was nothing left in the case. No way was I doing that. The wig was sitting in the hand basin. It looked like a dead animal. I wondered whether this was really likely to work. That wasn't a good idea. A large, highly polished dresser. The wig was sitting in the hand basin. Apart from a range of tacky clothes, there was nothing left in the case. That's interesting. The case looked a lot smaller on the inside. The base sounded hollow. I guess there was a hidden compartment inside. All I had to do was find a way of opening it. I felt around the interior, trying to access the hidden compartment. Aha! Tucked into one corner was a tiny button. Damn! My fingers were too large to press the button. Oh my God! I doubted she used the knives to open letters. A sharpening stone. A must for every assassin. I picked up the sharpening stone. The weapons were all locked in place. Inside was a serious selection of knives and other weapons. It was an old wooden door. A chef was cutting vegetables at a chopping board. He was struggling and didn't look too happy. The warning signs all over the bottle left me in no doubt as to what it was. It was a large bottle of industrial bleach. The vegetables had been badly sliced. What was this guy using? A hammer and chisel? Presentation was obviously not his strong point. It was a large glass-fronted freezer. Inside I could see frozen hams and chickens all stacked up on the shelves. There was enough to feed an army. Cesaro's army. Hi there. Do you have a moment?
A moment? Well now, let me think. I've 50 dinners to cook for 50 fat guzzling gods, with pudding I might add. plus 1 vegan speciality de la maison for Madame Petra, plus 1 macrobiotic for senior sensitive skin Susaro. I've got no assistants. I've got a kitchen out of the Stone Age, and she asks, do I have a moment? No, woman, I do not have a flaming moment! Just get out of my kitchen!
The answer's no, then.
Yes, the answer's no! Who the hell are you, anyway?
Susan.
Susan? What kind of a pathetic, girly name is that?
It's a name for a girl.
Well, change it. I don't like it.
No offense, but those vegetables aren't very well chopped.
Says the vegetable chopping expert, no doubt. Well, as it happens, you're right. I admit it. They are crap. In fact, they are worse than crap. They are crap to the nth degree of crap. And do you know why?
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
These vegetables are crap because my knives are blunt.
Oh, so why don't you sharpen them then?
Oh, stupid, stupid, stupid chef! Why didn't I think of that? Sharpen the knives! Brilliant! You're a genius, woman! Oh, wait! Silly me! I forgot! I haven't got anything to sharpen them with!
Excuse me, but could you make use of this?
A grindstone! Finally, somebody in this god-forsaken kitchen is using a bit of initiative! Don't suppose you fancy a job as kitchen assistant? The money's crap, the hours stink, conditions are worse, but it'll make a man out of you.
No thanks.
Young people today don't know which side their bread's buttered.
Just one more question. How did you end up here?
Give 70 people food poisoning just once and you pay for it for the rest of your life.
I must remember not to eat anything while I'm here. Suddenly, I didn't have much of an appetite. Now that the chef wasn't watching, I could reach the bleach. The chef seemed almost human now he had his sharpening stone. That was my good deed for the day. This stuff would really bleach anything. I hoped it would bleach the wig blonde. The bleach was strong. The wig's color disappeared almost instantly. The wig was soaking wet. I didn't want to carry that around with me. Besides, the bleach would have dripped onto my clothes. Somehow I didn't think Petra was into tie-dye. The hairdryer was perfect. I fancied one of them for myself. Voila! Perfectly dry now. Showtime! The hand basin had hot and cold running water. Cold running water anyway.
Hey, who's there?
Uh-oh.
It was just a door. Nothing interesting about it. Either the door was stuck, or it was just locked. Nope, not that way. It was a damaged stone gargoyle. It looked very unstable. I'm all for conservation, but needs must if the devil drives. It was a beautifully carved gargoyle. It stared at me with its beady little eyes. The window was open. They obviously didn't think they needed tight security up here, but no one is safe from George the Cat Stobart. It was an old, ornate oil lamp. It looked like it hadn't been used for years. The lamp had an old knob that I guessed was for turning it on. Ugh! Yuck! At least the knob worked. The oil dripping onto the floor was a fire hazard. I had no reason to try that. window led to another area of the castle. I could see a walkway on the other side. Locked. Maybe from the other side? There was an old iron grate set into the floor. Below it was a pit with a window that led into the castle. There was a chance that I could have got through there if I lifted the grate. The grate only opened a little way. The hinges were badly rusted. There had to be a way to free those hinges.
That wasn't such a good idea.
That wouldn't work here. It was an old drain pipe, rusted and bent. An offshoot pipe had been blocked by an old tin cup. The old drain pipe ran up the wall, but looked like it was broken. Just as well, the pipe was wet and slimy. That door wasn't going to open. There was nothing I could do with the cup. The oil started to drip again. I collected a small amount of oil in the old cup. As soon as I turned the knob, the oil stopped dripping. I hoped the oil would free the hinges. I could almost hear the hinges sighing with relief. Here goes. A book title sprang to mind. 1,001 Uses for Lamp Oil.
Madame Petra, we didn't hear you arrive.
Obviously.
And did you have a pleasant journey?
No. Now get back to your jobs. Both of you.
Our apologies, ma'am.
Security is too lax around here.
Yes, ma'am. Your belongings have been taken up to your apartment.
Good.
Miserable bitch.
Just some delivery notes. Some were for food, others for washing powder. I would have hated to do the laundry for this lot. Any news?
It's been pretty quiet.
What about an attack from inside?
Everything is battened down tight.
Good. Now, would you care to explain why you are reading on duty?
Just trying to improve myself, Mom.
Do it again, and the next book you buy will be in Braille.
Yes, Mom. Sorry, Mom.
Where was the prisoner taken?
To Senor Suzaro's office in the lower levels.
Is he on his own?
2 guards went with him, Mom. He cannot escape.
For your sake, he'd better not. The door looked pretty secure. It wouldn't have looked out of place in Fort Knox. The card reader was probably linked to the nearby security door. It was the security layout for some part of the building. I had no idea where. I didn't really want to go messing with things I didn't know about. There was a large group of computers all whirring loudly. I wasn't about to go switching off the computers. The woman was hunched over a computer terminal. She was really into her work and doing a fine job of ignoring me. The computer was processing something, but what? I was risking my life here dressed as Petra. The last thing I wanted to do was break something and draw attention to myself. Excuse me.
Please, ma'am, do not interrupt me. I cannot afford mistakes.
I need you to answer a few questions. What exactly is it that you are doing?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have strict instructions to report only to Senor Suzaro until we have finished our preparations for the armillery.
Yes, of course. The security door had no handle or visible way of opening it, but there was a card reader on the wall. I needed a working keycard to open the door. I have some questions. The security door over there. Could anyone get through it?
No, Mom. It's the most secure there is. Oh, by the way, Mom, have you had a chance to see the security sergeant yet?
No. I shall get his report in good time.
He's waiting to issue you with your security card.
Oh. Where can I find him?
He's checking the perimeter, so he's somewhere outside.
Thank you. Hello. I wonder if you can help me.
Are you Madame Petra?
That's right.
How can I help you, ma'am?
That's a very fierce-looking dog.
Trained to kill as soon as he's released, ma'am.
Good. Just don't release him near me. Understand?
No, ma'am. You hear that, rascal? You're not to hurt a nice lady.
Rascal? The dog looked as though he could kill at any moment. I thought about stroking the dog's head, but remembered how fond I was of my fingers. As you were?
Yes, Mom.
You. I need some help.
You're Madame Petra, isn't that right?
No, I'm Madonna.
Whoa!
Idiot. Of course I'm Madame Petra. What a disgusting dog.
Thank you, Mom.
What's his name?
Raptor.
How appropriate. More appropriate than the rascal. This place is a mess.
I'm sorry, Mom. I don't know you.
I am Madame Petra. Isn't it obvious?
Of course, Mom. I should have realized.
The doors were locked tight. Hello, Boris. I wonder if you could help me.
How did you know my name?
It's my job to know everything.
You look familiar.
I'm Madame Petra.
Sorry, Mom. I didn't realize.
Well, now you do. Anything to report?
No, Mom. Nothing.
No suspicious characters?
There was a tourist earlier, but I think she's gone.
Think?
She's gone, Mom. No doubt at all. Mom.
That's not lipstick on your collar, is it? Madam Petra?
Yes, ma'am. Pleased to meet you, ma'am.
Why is your dog behind that fence?
We need to keep him from the other dogs.
Why? Do they fight?
No, he's got worms.
I'm not surprised, given the food here. Who are you? Come on. I haven't got all day.
Sergeant of Security, Mom.
I am Madam Petra. I have just arrived.
Of course, Mom. I have a security card for you. Here you are.
Thanks. No way was I doing that. Damn! The card didn't work.
Pardon me, Madame Petra, but you need to get the card validated.
Yes, of course. Just checking security is watertight. This card required validating. Could you do that for me?
Of course, ma'am. There you are. Now please excuse me, Madame Petra. I must get on with my work. Senor Suzaro will be very upset if I don't finish this.
After what I'd been through to get the card, I was desperate to see what lurked down below. It was an old prison cell. Damn! This must have been where Bruno was being held. I hoped I wasn't too late. The cell was locked and empty. Oh no! Someone was coming.